We are facing 3 attacks on 2 fronts this time round. The primary one will be over here towards our MG42 position. Then we have over here attacking onto Stahl. And then we have a small push towards Stott and Gaska, all of those guys down here. All of this will be one battle, so there's no point in splitting it all up. Anyway, let's go to the battle map. And it is indeed the usual first attack position we're fighting as the 3rd attack, I think, this time round. Yes, usually the Russians start off over here pushing down here with loads of tanks. Thankfully we fought over a couple of them. I believe we actually fought over... Oh god, did we actually fight over that area over there? Hang on, let me see if I can get the camera in a decent position. Yeah, I think this is the area we fought last time. Yeah, we got the farm over here. We got those little rows of housing over there. So this is where the last battle took place. So it's sort of an extended position onto that. And then again, slightly further over there, it will be where we fought the first time round. You probably caught the beginning of my sneeze there. Sorry if you heard that. Yeah, just had 2 massive sneezes. Anyway, this is where we're fighting. We've got artillery over here, I think. Artillery, tanky. Yeah, it's a field gun type. Let's go ahead and see what it is. It looks like to be one of those gunnies. Yeah, this is an anti-tank gunning platoon. That's very useful, actually. That could prove very worthwhile. Meanwhile, in Stepanovka proper, we have a couple of infantry units right over here. Over here, we've got a couple more units. However, I do recall that this ends up going pretty poorly if you put all your bits down here, because they just tend to steamroll you. Moreover, they push the tanks into town and all of that. Moreover, do we have any kind of a tanky weapon? We've got a mortar, we've got another mortar, and we've got a 42, right? No, hang on, that's not a 42. That's a different kind of gun. Is this an anti-tank gun? It is. It's not one of the good ones, but it'll certainly do the job. So if we take this anti-tank weapon, we put it about here. What can you see from here? You can see barely anything. Oh god, I don't even want to put it there, but I need to be careful not putting it too far back. Like if we put it here, for example, we can always move it slightly more forward. That way we can fire down the road. Now, I want to position it, I mean, how close? We are right on top of a position where I really do... Oh, sort of really... Yeah, we're too close. That is too close, too dangerous. This here will probably be one of the best bets actually back here, because we can still got a bit of visual range down here. And again, my whole sort of... get you off, we've tried that before. My whole sort of philosophy with this is to get them within about 110 metres down this road, get the tanks in here, and then fire, fire, fire. Oh, and this is the 42ers. Can we put them in town? I don't think we can, please. No, sadly not. We can't put them in town. We want them then where? Because I don't want to leave them out in the open. And if this is just unoccupied, which I am hoping it will be, or certainly we can try and put in some MGs over here. Looking this way, you'll have, how far is it over there? 700, 500 metres. Easy shot for you lot. So that could be perhaps a really good position here. Get you facing this way. We may want to change our sort of command structure. Bring over you are a 42 as well. Where did we position one of those 80 guns? Was it? That's the nearest one over here. Well, let's try and get you onto this flank over here, perhaps obscured a bit. Actually, we want that gun over here, further away from the MGs. If we get a vehicles over on this board over here, this guy can go ahead and fire on it. And he can get fired on without actually getting these positions engaged. These are all going to be 42s, so hopefully they'll stay concealed and they'll be able to do lots of killing. See, we can even kill them over here should they move that way. These 42s will also be covering this unit, certainly in certain areas. Can we position slightly further over here just to get a few different arcs of fire going? No, you don't really have a decent view over there. Again, you're really being obscured. What about here? No. Yeah, we can't really use multiple fields of fire right about here, but that's okay. We can actually put a 42er to try down here, try and get into some of their blind spots. That might actually be a good idea. Can anybody here see a good, decent view down that blind spot? No, we did have a position over here. Where was it? Was it there? No, I don't think it was. Was it? Okay, no, that might be the enemy territory then. Why am I selecting a different one? No, you're an MG42. What are you? You are a mortar. You are Adelspoch. You will need to fade that way. What are you? You are Adelshoch. So not Poch, but Hoch. You are commander of down here. So get you. Yeah, I mean, you sort of positioned yourself okay over here. Meanwhile, we are looking here at the 42s. You are still in the open. You are the commander. You're Korn. the 42 commander. Can we please get you into movement mode? Thank you. And then we have another 42 sitting here, if I recall correctly. Yes. Now, this may get positioned further away, just to... Well, actually, no. We want to keep everything sort of compacted and together here. Where would it be best that you were? Over here, maybe? Do we have... Yeah, you've got a fairly decent field of fire into this area. Now, this is good. We've got all of this sort of concealed off now. So you guys will all be off with AI control. What about here? How many of you lot are under AI control? See, you are under AI control. Why are you that? No. That's bad. Don't be that. These need to be, I think. That one is not. Let's see over here. You are. Are you... See, why all of you lot here on that? That is no bueno. That's going to end up causing lots of death over here. I don't believe that you need to be because you're AT guns. Basically, yes, we learned early on, if we have them on AI command, they will sort of decide themselves if they should be firing. And if they come under mortar fire, they will start to fire automatically at anything that moves. And I'm not really a fan of that pack. You will be... And you will be... I mean, all of this over... What are you? You are a mortar. That's annoying. So all of these, apart from the mortar, has to be on that. You again here, actually, no, I believe that you need to be on this, so you have a command control thing. Yeah, I think we are about right now. Yes, we are right about now. So after about 17 minutes of deploying, we are ready to roll. Let's see what happens. My initial orders will be very simple indeed. Basically, hold your position, don't open fire until you've got a decent target, and we'll go ahead and click roll. Oh god, I forgot to move the vehicle. But at the very least, you're slightly further back. You are a AT rifle, so we'll go ahead and we will give you a arc of fire, although that's not brilliant. Yeah, see, now we got all of these smoke grenades going off in the area over here, so that is definitely the enemy preparing an attack. What do we have? No visual as of yet. What about the map? Does it show anything yet? No, it doesn't. Sadly, they removed their 2D map quite a while ago now. So you only have this, in my opinion, annoying 3D map. I'd rather just have a standard 2D overview map when I press that button. It's just less confusing. It's the same with Google Earth, actually. I feel Google Earth is worse for many applications than Google Maps because you can't put it always oriented towards north. And I like having my maps oriented towards north. Sorry, that's just a map thing. I like maps. I really like maps. I like looking at maps. And Google Earth annoys me in that way. It's brilliant in many other ways, but as an actual map, it's rubbish. Just use Google Maps instead, or another map service. There are other map services available, like, what's the one? OpenStreetMap? That's brilliant, because you can see house numbers. If you ever have a job, like if you're a delivery driver or anything like that, and you're in doubt as to where a house number is on the road, go to OpenStreetMap. It's brilliant. I love it. I have used it for a long, long time to find out house numbers and that, because they're all numbered and they're put in correctly. I've yet to encounter a house number incorrectly placed in that. It has saved my arse a number of times. Anyway, where are the bloody Russians? We've seen their smoke flares and all of that. We're hearing gunfire and they're shelling our positions over here. Oh, just try and cower. You really don't like this gun. You have seen this gun, I think. But other than that, no. You've decided to... What are you doing? You're a commander. Why are you standing up? Why are you not trying to conceal yourself? You're going to give yourself away, you dick. So everyone will be under take cover mode. Same over here. I don't know who you lot are, but please just try and take cover. I should probably give them that command first, because this may spot a lot of units. I don't think any of these units over here will actually be spottable. I think they're all concealed. I think the gunner position that we have over here as well, that one's also taking cover, right? Have you? You're sort of lying down, and you're all sort of reasonably well concealed. You've actually got a green gun over here. That's brilliant. I don't know if that changes because I didn't look at it. It may change based upon where you deploy it. They might carry, you know, like a bucket of paint that they painted the gun with. Have we seen anything over here? No, we have not. Do we literally have... Oh, we've got visual contact. We've got tanks pushing onto this roadway over that little bridge. If we had artillery, we would try and blow that bridge up. But look at this. This is what we want to see. It's not even a T-35. It's one of the other ones. Mortars are firing, it sounds like. Don't know if that's our mortars. Right, over here. So you are now going to be on... It's our mortars firing. which I really wouldn't want to see, but whatever. Let's just hope they don't dismount. I would like to see some hits in. Now they're on the bridge. If we're lucky, these vehicles are too heavy for this bridge and the bridge will collapse. So let's go up to our positions and see what we have going on here. They're now firing off flares, which seems like slightly counterintuitive. You are just preparing over here as mortars are striking that position. You're looking down the roadway over here. We've just got some stuff in the way. So these must be quite excited now. They know that vehicles are pushing onto their position. Oh god, that mortar sounds close. No, it was over there. Great. So you can now see them popping smoke. They're pushing up the hillside. It's coming into view here soon. These guys are ready to fire. They're looking down the roadway. Here we go. Now we're coming up here. We've got the top of the tank. Oh god. Fire, 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 fire. Destroy that bloody tank, will you? Yes, here we go. They're loading in. They're loading in. They're ready to fire. Ready. They're coming down the roadway. We've got a tank inside. Come on, lads. Fire. Fire. They're aiming now. I think the gun is moving into position. They're taking aim. Fire. It's a hit. Tank has been hit. They're decamping. They're decamping. They're decamping. Right. Right, lads. Tank is firing, I think, on our position over here. Tank is being attacked again. Infantry's pushing out onto the sides. We need to put everybody here under fire at will. We've got infantry pushing in here. Everybody, you're clear to fire, clear to fire, clear to fire. Oh, we've got machine guns going off here. That tank has pushed up past the gun. We don't know if it's down. What's our gun looking like down here? Our gun is destroyed. That's bad. That's actually very bad. Over here, we need you guys to be on free fire as well. This is really heating up now. We can see smoke being popped over on that flank. Down here, we're not seeing any movement over there yet. We've got a tank firing over there. We now got plenty of fire going this way and that way. That tank over here is not dead in the slightest, is it? No, it has taken a hit and it's smoking quite poorly. But I don't know if it's just doing that from exhaust pipes. Oh my god, it's a fucking flamethrower tank. Oh my goodness. He's the calmest person I've ever seen on fire. Jesus Christ, bro. Just chilling under fire, are we? Toasty Germans for dinner tonight, it seems. That has severely hindered my plan of defense over here. You are you a 42er? You are. So, yes, we now have tanks that's penetrated our lines. And I basically now don't know how to engage it. Unless we have, like, guns situated elsewhere. Oh, hello. Hello, guys. You lads that are over here, that infantry unit, yeah? You know about that? Well, can we just select all of these over here that are infantry rather than the mortar teams? Can I get you to assault over here and then push up onto this position? And meanwhile, everyone is now allowed over here to fire onto those guns, if you can, if you would like, please. We now got tanks over here, so you are now under clear fire. The AT gun over here can now engage this tank. What's this? This is a T-34. So are you under light of sight on this one? Oh, you're just missing it. They positioned that one very tactically good. Over here we've got infantry moving. We've got loads of stuff going on. You're all under free fire now, right? All of these are now on free fire. They're ready to engage. They're now firing here. What's the 42 are doing? Oh god, the 42 is... or this ATG right here. Oh, bugger me. That guy's dead. As fuck right about now. Where did we position the 42 over here? Did we not position a 42 around this place as well? Or did I move that one into a different position? I do not recall. What about you? You'll need to be looking that way. Do you have a line of sight on some of those tanks? If you do, you may have to fire on them, you know. Because all of the bloody tanks are coming down that road. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you off of your arc of fire so you can just try and engage whatever you want to. And what about over here where we had the 42 at some point? Are you the 42? 42? No, that's a mortar. I mean, you're back here. You're doing something, right? So now got guns engaging over here. What about over here? Germans are still on fire. That's not good for us. Where did that tank? It's now back here somewhere. It's just chilling out here in the back garden. You've actually just demolished a house. Do you, as an AT gunner, have a line of sight over here if we turn that gun around? Because right about now, that's just chilling back here, trying to fire on our position, and that is not good. You look at this down here, we now got loads of tanks pushing on the hilltop. Oh, and those are T-35s, I think. Some of them are anyway. We now got infantry moving over here in the open. We've got gun positions over here. Are you guys now firing on that position, if you would awfully mind? We've now got another gun position over there. Over here, can this gun not see anything? I don't think you can actually engage anything over here. You can't see that tank over there. Annoyingly so, that tank is obscured by something, don't know what. You can, however, see that gunner position, so if you would awfully mind, where's this gun? Gun, 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 gun. Oh, it's over here. I'm gone far to one side of it. So if you could please fire on these guns, that would be smashing. Where is it? Oh yeah, you've got a very good line of fire. So could you guys fire on that? Yeah, you're trying now to aim onto that one over there, I guess. Oops, hello, I zoomed out. I thought I was zoomed out, but I was not. So they're now trying to engage that. That's brilliant. We may not want to get the 42s firing just yet, because, you know, the whole situation's a bit shit. We've got loads of stuff going on here. Are all of those back here guns? No, they're not. So we may want to get the infantry here. Get them onto an assault order. Get them over to about here and then push onto that position. Yeah, that's what I want to do. We need to get on top of them over here. They seem to be dividing their fire between our positions. Tanks situation over here. Not brilliant, I suppose. Are you a 42er or are you what? Yeah, you are a 42er. I want you to move as fast as you can over there, away from that roadway. This is not good for us. This is very poor, actually. There's more tanks that we can deal with. We've got a mortar over here. Fire's coming in and out. Has this tank over here been blown up, or is it still moving about? I suspect that this tank is still just sort of having its own fun. They're mortaring our rear positions. You are what? You are a 42, right? Yeah, and you may have infantry over here soon. You are an infantry unit. Let's just try and hold here and see if we can get some infantry pushing into a favourable position for these. I think the AT gun has been knocked out. So overall, it's not a brilliant fight for the AT gunners. They've sort of all died, apart from this one here, which is still very much up and running. Can you turn and face that way then? Ready to engage. Yeah, this isn't great. We've got fire going in and out here. That infantry unit's engaging across that little pathway onto that unit. Did we save that 42? Okay, we've got tanks over here now. I suspect we may have just saved that 42. You are a mortar who's now under free fire. Let's get you firing at will. You are a commanding unit over here. It's not brilliant. We've got loads of gunfire over here. This gun is completely dead. Okay, that's not good. I hope that's the smoke grenade. What more's going on? This seems to be where everything is happening right now. This is where it's getting toasty. Now got gunfire going on in this area over here. This 42 is looking down this roadway. I'm hoping that some of these units will move up towards its position, but I suspect not. That wasn't common. Okay, they're now mortaring, artillerying, doing whatever the hell they want to do. What's going on over here? We've got tanks in the open. Do you have line of sight on these tanks? If you do, please make these tanks. No, you don't. Guys, this is a shit problem for us right now. Can you... Have you fired? You haven't fired on anything. So, what's the situation here? Can you see that tank if we turn you around? Would you have perhaps fire sight lines over here? No, you wouldn't. Oh, God. What do we do? Will you not fire because you're on hide mode? We really need to engage those tanks over there. They are a massive pain in my butt. Are you? You're good. You're 100% ammo. You're ready to fire. Can you look over there and try and see if you can't engage anything, please? Thank you. All of these over here just wasting their time. You got something in sight. Do you have the option of engaging anything? That tank is annoying. That has positioned itself pretty well. What are you getting concealed by this unit? If we try and move you to, say, right over here, maybe, where it has a different line of sight, it might not be hidden by something, that tank, and we can engage it. At least one tank at this point would be good for us, I suppose. We've got tanks here. We've got tanks pushing over on this flank. We are being completely enveloped. We have nothing to hold them off. I don't really know what to do now. We're just sort of dead and toasty. I thought we might have had a chance here, but it just seems that they're pushing every tank in the world onto this position. So let's bring you as an infantry unit out to make a defensive position here in the front. Okay, was that firing? No, I think that was that getting destroyed by something. So that's not brilliant. These guys are dying over here. That's our commanding unit. But this 42 is doing just fine. Why are you planning on moving over there? I need you to advance. I need you to attack onto this position and try and shoot down onto the road. What's more over here, you guys are... Why is that unit that I gave a movement order to not moving? You guys are utter rubbish. Hold what you're doing. Everyone here, you need to get a bloody move on, right? Please, assault onto this position, effective immediately, then onto that. It is really getting desperate in town. We've got fire going across here. This unit's probably the most effective unit we have, and that's just laying down fire onto that position. I should have deployed everything into the middle here, but that would just have pretty much been pointless, wouldn't it? Let's see over here if you're now ready to move, or you are moving. Let's get you out. Why? Jesus Christ, this is so bloody frustrating, this order system. Please stop trying to crawl. Select all of these. Halt, please. No longer quiet. Here, everybody here, ready to move. Everybody free fire. Attack onto here, then attack onto there. Rush, rush, rush. This is pretty important. Go, go, go. Hang on. Are you? What colour are you? In this light, you look remarkably Russian on distance. Just try and push, yeah? Just try and push. What more? What more? What more? What more? We've got movement over here from the tank. I think that's pushing into here. Are you firing yet? No, you haven't fired on anything. Okay, they're now ready to go. So everybody over here, right? Fire at will, please. You lads over here, why are you not firing? Ready to go. I mean, we've got weapons over here. Fire, fire, fire on these positions, will you? You can quite clearly see this gun, can't you? How are you having a day today? Okay, you're not having a brilliant day. You're getting fired on by MG42s. You've got mortars landing down, and in a second, hopefully, we will have the AT gun over here firing on us. Okay, we've got loads of fire going into a different position over here. Another gun is being engaged by multiple 42s. This guy over here, meanwhile, is just chilling. Just chilling. Let's get you off that then. Please engage these targets. Thank you. Anyway, let's go into town. See, that's relatively minor given the overall situation. We're getting overwhelmed by tanks. They're just pushing in on a white fan here with infantry support. What about the gun over here, which has been pretty much completely destroyed at this point? I basically don't really know what to do now, because we have nothing to do. Units are just getting slaughtered left, right and centre. They're just pushing in here. We have nothing to defend with. Our forces are not dispositioned to fight against these units, and there's nothing we can do. So we're just going to have to take this one and hope that at some point we'll have units available that can fight. Are you guys going to do the order I gave you, you doubly bastards? Right, let's try this again. Get you off of that. Stop your current movement, right? Just assault straight forward onto this position now. You need to. It's imperative for everyone involved that you do so. What about over here? This gun. I mean, these guys need to go into a court-martial for refusing to soldier. You're sitting here, you've got plenty of fire in your position over here. Right, look at this. Look at your position. You can see all of those units. Yet you're not opening fire. The 42 was up. You can see the fucking tank, you dicks. Turn to face tank. Turn to fire on the fucking tank. Right, even this is showing them as having a fairly decent firing sight over here. Let's try and go out here into command mode. Point at this over here. Yep, okay, apparently there's something nearby. Apparently there's a bush or something. Or are you ready to fire now? Go on, lads. Oh no, I think there's something certainly engaging that now. Maybe that was a mortar. I think there might be a mortar. So they're mortaring the tank. That's nice of them. Could you go ahead and push up into a position over here then where you might be able to engage the fucking tank? Christ. City-wise, it's fucked. We've lost Stepanovka proper. We can't hold against the Russians. They're enveloping us. That tank over here, for example, or this soldier out here, this is a commander. Could you kill him? He's a command person. It would be absolutely smashing if you could. Meanwhile, we've got the tank over here. It's having grenades thrown at it, but otherwise it's just sort of chilling out here in the open, engaging various positions. I don't know if we even have any kind of AT guns available at the moment. That's the tank firing. Yeah, it's not brilliant, this. They're sort of enveloping us completely and horrible. You're firing on something, which is good. At the very least, you're doing something. Over here's been levelled, pretty much. Could you try and push up even further, facing down this roadway and laying down lots of fire onto infantry, please? You are holding here, you're facing that way. Can you turn and face us any way apart from backwards? Over here, yeah, it's still crap, innit? Where was our original gun position that I thought could actually hold the road? Is that the one? Oh, it's the one up here where we've got crispy Germans, yeah. This was the position I thought could hold. It really turns out it couldn't. I mean, they're just trying to drive over our units, but that one's actually got itself mired onto our position. Thank God for that. If everybody could drive over our trenches, that would be smashing. Or like that bale over here, dry onto that, please. No, they're just pushing far beyond. We have nothing to oppose them. I mean, this gun position here, for example, we may want to move that one back and face down that roadway. But, you know, stuff's already exploding on the position I gave them an order to move to, so that's not great. What about the 42? You're moving forwards. Hopefully you'll be able to get a line of sight down that road, but maybe it's too late. You're already pushing up here onto the first outhouse building, and it's not looking great. We've got a mortar going off. We've got tanks in this position. You guys are finally getting a move on, but it's not quick, but it's movement, damn it. You're moving a fair bit quicker. You're moving... Are you doing a sort of, you know, jumpy move? I think you are. The MP40 guy's just lying down here, and he's advancing up here, so they're doing a proper good bounding attack thing, which I like to see. Sort of bounding each other. You guys are firing. Good stuff, lads. Good stuff. Are you intact? As a unit you are, and you are engaging targets. Brilliant. You are also intact, and you're also engaging. Light stuff is exploding over there. You're now firing. What are you firing at? Are you engaging the tank? If you are, brilliant. That tank is not looking good over there. Come on, go ahead and at least do a bit of damage to these bastards, will you? 42's lighting up over there. Do you know what? Just sort of the field work, or maybe it's the gun positions. We don't really know at the moment. But we know that there are tanks over there. What are you turning to fire on? You damn cunt, what are you facing? I mean, have you spotted something far away? Or is that tank actually dead now? I mean, that tank may be dead, because I'm seeing lots of good smoke coming from that pause. Although we're getting more markers, we got more smoke going off. Around here, what are you seeing? You got fairly decent. You can see everything over there, including a tank which is still being shown as being active, but I don't know if it is. It might just be cooking off in a moment. This tank and its buddy is actually now turning to phase, so that's not brilliant. These units are going to get engaged from two sides, but these units will also get engaged from two sides, so that's at least something. City-wise, though, I mean, this whole flank over here, the Stepanovka north, I suppose it would be, that whole side's collapsed pretty much entirely now. I don't foresee us holding this at all. That gun position that I had over here seems to have been completely exploded by now. Right. I don't know. That's the one up there. Yeah, I'm guessing that one's just been blown up. Where was it? Yeah, that's dead. Everybody's dead on it. So that's gone. Northern flank's completely fucked, and I don't think we're going to get air or anything on this. We got a few mortars that are still going off, though. That's a good thing. Everything else is not really brilliant. This guy's decided to take cover behind a working tank. That could end up getting squished. Let's hope. Meanwhile, over here, this may be our sort of finest moment of engaging. Can you see the tanks over here? Let's turn and see. No, I don't think so. Can you turn to phase this way in case they push the tank up? It might just work. The infantry is actually getting on top of this position, and we've got some fire being let down over here. Their guns over here. What are you 80 guns, or what are you? I'm guessing this is also an AT gun position, so we are now assaulting that, and they're firing at the advancing infantry, but we've got quite a wide front. Are you over here? You are moving. Are you moving with them? No. Then can you then hold? You're also a mortar, right? So hold. What are you? Or you're just a MG with a unit. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. So they're advancing through here. They're going to attack that position. They're firing point blank at it, so we're just going to have to hope that we can envelop them pretty quickly. That might actually turn out well in sort of the later game. But this is not good. They pretty much just have the city overrun. I don't think we can change this at all. So let's turn our focus over to this flank situation here. What's going on? You're advancing into the middle. You're getting quite malleted, but that's okay. You may just have to take it for now. What are you? You are an AT gun. So all of those units advancing here. But you're getting fired upon from this position. So if we cancel your current orders, right, give the order to assault onto... Guys, assault to this position now. That'll come later then. This position over here is getting pretty malleted by now. They're now firing over here onto vehicles. What's going on? Let's get into these 42's position and see what they're engaging. They've got infantry in the open. That tank's still working. So, AT gunner over here. Please turn. Target functioning tank bearing over here, please. That's the ARB. So, turn to phase. Engage tank, please. That tank needs to get knocked out. You've had enough bloody goes at it, so you should have done it by now. Infantry over here. It may be damaged, though, because it doesn't seem to be moving its turret at all. It may be the mortars. Oh, we got an armoured car as well. There's a problem. That may have a machine gun on it, and that may have a functioning turret. So you guys are got smoke going on in front of you. Could you perhaps try and engage anything over here, please? You've got the tank over here. Oh no, the tank's facing this way. The tank is definitely facing this way with its turret, and the turret appears to be moving. Can we fire on that tank, please? Fire. Was that a good hit? Let's turn off infantry fire. They're firing on the tank now with machine guns. Oh, that's another good hit right on the turret. I mean, at some point they're going to hit a vital part and it's going to explode. Which I'm hoping will be very soon. And hopefully we're also going to fire onto the armoured car. Come on, please get that bloody tank. I want to see that tank explode into massive fireballs about now. Oh god, no, it's actually pushing further down here, and this might end badly if we don't destroy it very soon. So please just get some fire onto that tank so it dies before it crosses into cover down here. Come on, lads. Oh god, I think that tank's actually made it into the gully, so we can't see it anymore from that gun position. Hopefully that armoured car's not having a good time. I don't know how well armoured it is. So some of those... I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. From an infantry standpoint, this is absolutely gorgeous. We've got multi-fire coming in. We've got several MG42s firing in on pretty much a V formation onto this. It is nasty. If only everything else... Like this, for example, over here, we now got every fucking Russian tank in the world. Jesus Christ, we've got a mixture, it seems, of T-34s of various degrees. Some of these seem to have a different turret on, if I'm not correct. And they're pushing onto that position. It's not brilliant, this. I will admit. I am hoping that at some point our gunner positions over here will be able to engage some of these tanks. Can you see some of those tanks? Oh, you're getting very close, though. So can we please turn our attention over there and get ready to fire on the tanks? We'll get you off of that. You are firing. You've spent quite a lot of your ammunition, actually. Meanwhile, over here we've got infantry pushing. You are firing on infantry. Can you see tanks? Right, we get you turning to face this way and get on the tanks, please. What about the other gun, which is over here? You're facing that way too. Okay, you'll just keep firing, keep doing what you're doing. We'll have to work this. That tank is actually pushing onto friendly positions over here. This is going to end nasty. I'm hoping that they're going to push into this area over here and that we can get a decent field of fire going. Oh no, we can't. So please get movement onto the other side of this bush. Oh god, we are now running out of command points because we're getting malleted. Shit. We may lose MD42s as well. That's not great. Where is it? It's over here. Come on, lad. You guys ready to move? Yes, you are ready to move. So move over here and get ready to engage that fucking tank, yeah? It's pushing up here. We cannot see it yet, but we can see the marker over here. Back to this flank. Yeah, the tanks are now pushing onto this position. And very little to actually oppose them. Although I am hoping that at some point the AT guns over here will actually get a line of fire onto this. Okay, yeah, right now these tanks are having a field day. Literally a field day in every sense of the word. Down here it's pandemonium. We've got the Russian tank moving here. We've got dead Germans We've got more tanks they can shake his stick at. We've got somebody running over here. I think he just managed to dodge bullets that time, but he may have been hit before. Over here, do we have any chance of destroying some of these tanks at all? I can't tell if that's our guns firing or it's the enemy's guns firing. The infantry push on this gun position over here is advancing slowly, and we might be able to take this one. Although they got DPs and all of that over there. In here, in this unit, we've got... Yeah, they're advancing slowly onto this position, and their infantry, they might actually do a decent job against those guns. What about down here? Oh, they're offering ceasefire, as the tank is now upon our position. Can you please destroy that tank? Please. Oh, good frontal hit. But then said, oh, hang on. Why is it opened up its hatch? What's going on with that hatch? Oh, yeah, they're decamping now. They're decamping. They are now out on foot. So, please, 42ers, turn around and face this way. You are a commander of some description. Yeah, it's not brilliant this. We're going to take that ceasefire pretty quickly here. This has not ended well for us at all. Just death everywhere. We've got loads of machine gun fire now, though. So we've lost Stepanovka. Apparently we've lost Stepanovka South, not Stepanovka Normal. Don't understand that one myself. It's just chaos, really. Just unorganised chaos infantry's now pushing over here. And we've lost everything over here, basically. The only thing that sort of managed well is the stuff that I thought would die for sure. Defeat, yeah, that is indeed correct. Defeat entirely. We lost 61% of our strength. They lost 26, so that's actually... I can't even talk now. Yeah, that's not great. We lost quite a lot of territory. Everything's not really great, is it? And now we have another attack. We're being pushed on the northern flank, quite an advanced flank. And meanwhile, we have lost all of eastern Stepanovka, it seems. Only the western is in our control, and the rest isn't looking great.